Okay, and next we have Mr. Michael T. Fitzgerald. I want you to know that stands for Thomas, because his dad's in the audience here somewhere, Michael J. But Michael T. Fitzgerald, CEO of Gideon Properties Limited, and you'll be seeing a lot of pictures about the building, one building he has restored and put back into operation with a lot of beauty to it. And beside him, Miss Gina Brown, administrative assistant at his company. Gina and Mike, welcome.
A Boonesboro High School graduate and military service veteran, 34-year-old Mike Fitzgerald launched a real estate investment business from his one-room apartment more than 14 years ago. It was 2004 when Mike established Gideon Properties, a limited liability corporation. Since then, he has been involved in as many as 850 real estate transactions. So Mike and I have a lot in common already, because I used to have a one-room apartment. In late 2013, Mike purchased a grand piano building in the heart of downtown Hagerstown. 15 months later, the building was renovated and 90% occupied. Mike next set his sights on another downtown Hagerstown project, the 41,000 square foot professional arts building. 46,000. See my Google search. 46,000 square foot professional arts building. The 6-story Art Deco landmark building was, when constructed in 1937, was one of only two 20th century buildings in a downtown still dominated by 19th century construction. The building was erected by Domenico Ramaciotti, an Italian immigrant who had a wholesale produce business in Hagerstown. Ramaciotti purchased the property in 1905. In August of '36, he was issued a building permit by the city for construction. The estimated cost, $65,000. Mike applied for a grant through Maryland's Heritage Structure Rehabilitation Tax Credit Program, administered by the Maryland Historic Trust, an agency of the Maryland Department of Planning. Mike's professional arts building project application was one of only 8 projects awarded tax credits that year. In agreeing to conduct his rehabilitation according to the sensitive historic guidelines outlined by the Historic Tax Credit Program, Mike accomplished something I feel he intended to do all along: preserving a commercial structure that contributes to the distinct character of one of Maryland's iconic towns. And for that, ladies and gentlemen, we honor him with this prestigious Preservation Award.
I'd like to start out with, I'm a developer that cares. So I love Hagerstown. I started out here in a one-bedroom apartment almost 14 years ago in Oak Ridge. 12 of my first 15 properties were creative real estate transactions, and I've always loved history. In school, history was my favorite class. A lot of people don't know that. I couldn't pay attention to any other class. I'd sit there from, say the class started at 1 o'clock from 1 to 1:05, and I'd say in my head 100 times, I'm going to pay attention, I'm going to pay attention. And I never remembered when I started daydreaming. But I'm a dreamer, and I'm a dreamer for downtown Hagerstown and the community. In history class, though, I could always pay attention. With structures like the grand piano building, the professional arts building, and other projects, I like doing an old meets new concept. I like leaving the old, restoring the old, and bringing it to a modern light. I love history, I love downtown Hagerstown, and as a rich history. A lot of people don't know this. Warner Brothers was in downtown Hagerstown until the early 80s. They owned the Maryland Theater. At one point, we have postcards in the professional arts building. Of the professional arts building, so a lot of the buildings in Hagerstown actually had postcards 30 or 40 years ago. Hagerstown is, and not only was, a great city. I believe it's coming back. I believe in downtown Hagerstown. I also believe in the historic character of architecture I restore as someone who loves history. I couldn't have done the professional arts building or the grand piano without the city of Hagerstown. And historical tax credits on the professional arts building. So I'd like to thank the city of Hagerstown, anybody here with the city, for their support, and I'd like to thank the community for their support, and thank you everybody for the award. It means a lot to me.
Mike, we really appreciate all you do for the city of Hagerstown. You know, today at our commissioner meeting, one of the reasons we were a little late getting here, and we apologize for that, we had an important decision about the downtown project, the urban improvement project, and we committed to forward funding the money for the downtown project, and approving a bid from some architects and engineers for the reconstruction of the Maryland Theater. And it's a really good project. And Mike, you're a big part of that too. The properties you own downtown, not just for the historical aspect, which is very important and why we're all here, but for the economic impact that has on downtown Hagerstown. So we thank you for that, Michael. So the John Fry Historic Preservation Award presented by the Board of County Commissioners, Washington County, to Michael Fitzgerald of Gideon Properties, LLC. The Preservation Award, outstanding commitment to the preservation of the professional arts building, an architecturally and historically significant part of Hagerstown's public square. So thank you very much.